Athletes with us today. And I'm not talking about myself, Todd, or Pete. I'm talking about the Northfield Raider boys hockey guys that are with us today. And first of all, Pete, again, thanks for having us out here. Professional Pride Realty, your beautiful conference room.
Well, thanks, Gordy. It's always a pleasure for me, and today's even a more exciting day having the boys here. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't know if you had a chance to get up and watch these guys when they're up at state.
You know, I sat at my desk just across the hall and watched them on my computer while I was, wink, wink, working.
Yeah, you didn't get much work done because you were so intent, because they had some great games up there.
Oh, fabulous games.
Yeah, like the opener, which they won. And then the semifinal, heartbreaker, 2.4 seconds to go in the game. Monticello, Annandale, Maple Lake, and all points in between win that one.
I'm glad that we have them here because I think I spilled my coffee when that happened with 2.4 seconds left.
2.4. Well, I bet they did more than spill their coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a bummer. So we're looking forward to it, and again, thanks a lot for doing this.
My pleasure, absolutely. It's so much fun that we have this show, and good to have great guys like this here today.
Now, I'm guessing that it's about to pop here, if it hasn't already, the real estate market.
Yep, things are starting to happen as we speak. The phone's ringing off the hook. When you get this weather happening and the birds out and the leaves starting to pop, our business starts to take off. So, yeah, things are really starting to happen.
So the place to call, Professional Pride Realty, if you're looking to sell, looking to buy.
Yes, please. We would like that.
Looking to rent, can you help people with that?
We can. You know, we don't deal directly in rentals, but we have a lot of people who are renting their properties call us. So we have information that we can pass along.
In fact, that quite often might happen when you're between homes, right?
It does. It does. It's actually an integral part of the process. Sometimes someone will sell their house and we can't get them in a house quick enough, so they need to rent something. So we kind of have our finger on the pulse of it, but like I said, we don't. We're not directly involved in the rental process.
Sure. What's your number if people want to get a hold of you?
507-663-1100.
507-663-1100. Boy, that's easy to remember.
We like that number. It's nice and easy.
I remembered it on my bald head even. Todd actually arranged for the show today. You must have connections, Todd. I called the school yesterday, when I was in between getting a hold of you, and you must really have connections up there at Northfield High School.
I know a couple people, but they probably would deny that they know me, but I know a couple people.
Yeah. So did you ever get up there and watch these guys?
We watched, I was personally up there watching the first game, and it was exciting to see that, winning that first game is so critical because then you get to stay at the X for the rest of the weekend. So really excited. I will hate to tell these guys that, there was a part of me, just a little small midget of it, that said, I hope they don't get any better than fourth because that's what the girls got. And, I had the loyalty this year of having my daughter there.
Oh, sure.
But at the same point in time, it was truly exciting. And I maybe they understand the magnitude of, the former players and the former parents that, have supported boys hockey for years and have never gotten over that hump, and to be able to do that, and it really says a lot about the hockey program and the state of hockey here in Northfield, and what with probably one of the worst arenas in Minnesota that they have to play in, they still are able to produce what they're able to produce, and a lot of that comes at the youth level. When it started, that we've had some strong youth programs over the last few years, and this is what you get to see.
Yeah, we'll get a chance to visit with these guys and talk more about the state tournament hockey experience, which, of course, I wasn't in hockey. I would have never experienced it had I even been in hockey, I'm sure. We'll do that when AM Minnesota. Yes, we're in their gorgeous conference room. We did take a nice picture. These young men did smile for me. We got a very nice picture. We'll get up on the website. If you have friends and relatives that aren't able to tune in at this time, tell them to go to kdhlradio.com, click on AM Minnesota tab. It'll take you to our YouTube channel. We'll have pictures of these young guys up, and you can listen to the program. Todd was taking pictures earlier. You didn't take any pictures of us adults, right?
No, I took pictures of us adults.
Oh, come on.
There's no picture of me, so I can say I was never here.
Oh, okay. You wouldn't deny that, would you?
No, not at all.
Todd, by the way, is the president, right, of the chamber?
That's correct.
And Pete, obviously, is our host from Professional Pride Realty. He gets to work in this gorgeous facility every day, just like you right next door.
Yes, and Pete's old facility, but we had to spend, thousands of dollars in paint to try to get the colors to look, a little bit more normal. So,
how did your event go last weekend before we get to the hockey guys?
It was fantastic. I hopefully Pete would say the same thing, but record attendance this year, almost 800 people that came through the show. And even though the weather was kind of, was warm, it was kind of cloudy, but just a lot of people that came through. Show looked, I thought, probably the best ever, and we were really excited. And we'll sit back, take some success here, and get a survey out to those that were the vendors at the show, and then we'll start planning for next year. So it never stops. It's kind of a year-long process to make something successful like that.
Why do you think you had a record turnout?
I just think a little bit better and more marketing, more advertising. I think that as the show improves, as there's more vendors there, the talk of the town is people, now think of it as something that's valuable to come to. And so those any process that you start, it's a long process to get to that success level.
These guys can tell you all about that.
And they can tell you all about it as well, right?
Because this didn't start just a couple of years ago. These guys got good at hockey because, as you noted earlier, you have good youth programs.
We have great youth programs. We've been very successful with that, and you can look at both of the programs, both on the boys and the girls side. Some coaches that really spent a lot of time and dedicated, really worked on fundamentals. On the girls side, that nucleus of girls had played and had success as well. And I think that's part of what makes a great team is if they have success and they win at the youth level, then that's what they expect. And unfortunately, I think at sometimes we have some youth programs that have some just terrible tough results. Either there's just not enough kids there. And so if you lose, you just keep losing. That's part of the mentality. So I think great youth programs then just transforms into great success at the high school level.
Well, these guys are all classmates of your daughter, right?
Yes.
Well, you should have seen the looks could speak volumes there.
We won't throw Kate under the bus today. So,
my! She did a great job when she was here. She really did. All those ladies did.
So she must have got it from somebody other than me. So,
there's a little pressure on these guys.
Absolutely.
Just a little bit. You want to do the honors?
Absolutely. So sitting right next to me on the right is Senior Jackson Cloud, and then next to him is Senior Nick Camerco. What is that? Cavernmo. You would think I'd know that from, as I've heard that name for years. And then last is Griffin Locher. So you asked him, I didn't pay any attention, okay. And that's typical of how it goes.
It was my fault. I probably should.
So we're going to hand that mic over to Jackson. Why don't you tell me, Jackson, kind of the most memorable part of the this past season for you?
The most memorable part of this past season was probably that section final game. Finally winning, getting that goal, double overtime. It was something special. It was amazing. I'll never forget that.
Even more so than state, huh?
Yeah, just because that's the first time in history. Finally getting there, it was unreal.
Did you score the goal?
I did not, but I assisted on it.
Ooh, that had to be pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty special. It was pretty cool.
Quite a celebration.
Watch that puck on the back of the net, and just everything from there is just crazy.
You remember the first thought in your head when it went in the back of the net?
What do I do?
What was your first thought? Was it?
I didn't know what to do. We scored, and then I was like, "What do I do now?"
Oh, did you go over and high five the student body section?
Yeah, yep. I skated over to Grant, and then we went over to the student section. So,
now you're co-captains with these two young gentlemen. Do the teammates select co-captains? The coaches select the captains? How does that work?
Yeah, there's end of the year voting, and then we announce it at the end of the year banquet. Who will be the captains the following year?
And then I understand that you guys, co-captains aren't just co-captains in Northfield. You go through some kind of a leadership training.
Yeah. Usually during the fall before the season, you have a little meeting with all the other captains during the winter sports, and you go through the training about what it means to be a captain.
I think that's a great idea. I don't know that a lot of schools do that. But you're not just automatically leaders because you're named leaders, right?
Correct, yes. You got to get voted and go through training. And
So tell me a little bit about the guy next to you. What's his best hockey skill?
What's his best? He likes to play the body. He's pretty fast, and he gets the boys going before the games. Gets us pumped up and stuff like that.
So Nicholas Vernmo, tell me what Jackson's best hockey skill is.
Jackson's just a fast skater. Always the hardest worker out there. He's what's known as like the grinder out there. Always digging for pucks, and yeah, just all around a good player and good player to be on my team. So
every team needs a grinder, doesn't it?
Of course they do, because they need that guy that just gets them going. They need that guy that's gonna work hard no matter what.
So would you rather score the puck or would you rather assist on a play, Jackson?
Would rather score or assist. I don't really care as long as the puck goes in the back of the net.
Yeah, a point's a point, a point's a point, right?
Yep.
That's what I love about hockey. You get the same point for an assist as you do for a goal.
Yeah, I'd rather pass to this kid because he's got a real good shot. He's got a better shot than I do. So.
Oh, okay. He's shaking his head no.
I don't know why he's doing that. He's got a good shot.
First team ever in the history of Northfield High School. Nobody can ever take this away from you to go to the state tournament. How cool is that?
It's pretty special. We'll always be in the history books as that first team that finally went to state for Northfield.
And then, Nicholas, you win your first game 3-1.
Yeah, I know. I know my goal for the season was just winning the section. I mean, getting through that point was just surreal. And then being able to play in the tourney and actually win your first game and be unseeded and beat a number 3 seed, that's kind of unheard of in the tournament. So that's pretty cool, too.
Yeah, you guys really took care of business there, teaching the guys that the seedings don't mean anything, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Knocking off that number 3 seed. So we're going to visit a little bit with Griffin here. Oh, yeah. Pete wants to know what you guys think about the Wild game. We'll get to that in a second. But first of all, I didn't get you to tell me what his best hockey attribute is.
Griffin's just that leader guy, just pure captain. Probably our best defenseman on the team. Really hard shot, got a wicked hard slap shot. His knowledge for the game too. It's he knows where people are, he knows what to do, and it shines through game in, game out.
So you guys played ever since you were little mites?
Yeah, we've played together since forever, the whole time I've been playing hockey.
So that's part of the success here too, I would guess, because as he just said, you know exactly where everybody's going to be. They all know what you like to do, where you want the puck, all that stuff.
Yeah, that's our whole team's basically been playing together ever since we were little, so it's great chemistry.
Now, I don't mean to be a tearjerker here or anything, but your senior season's about to come to an end. You're going to miss these guys, obviously, right?
For sure.
Where are you going to school?
I'm going to be going to Gustavus next year.
You going to play hockey?
I might try. It'll be tough without playing juniors.
I think you'll do okay.
Well, thank you.
I really do. How about you, Nicholas? You going to play hockey in college?
I'm going to UND up at Grand Forks, and no, I will not be playing hockey. They are national champions, and it would be very difficult for a high school walk-on to play for a national championship-powered team.
Right.
So.
They must have intramurals or something up there, don't they?
Yeah, they have club teams, but I'll probably play on the club team. I think that would be a pretty cool experience as well.
And their club teams, no offense to Gustavus, might be able to beat a Gustavus or something.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, it's just a guess on my part. Hopefully nobody at Gustavus is upset and hears this on the radio. Your future plans, young man?
I will be going to University of North Dakota as well, and I'm planning on rooming with this kid to my right, Nick. So.
Oh, cool.
We'll be with each other again.
That'll be awesome. Now,
Yep.
Pete wanted us to ask, so we're going to do that right now that you've got the microphone, Jackson. Your prediction on the Wild?
The game or the series?
Series.
I think we're going to win, but I think it'll be a good series. I think it'll be Game 6, Game 7, but I think the Wild will come out with the win.
How about tonight?
We're going to win.
Motion's going to carry him through the first game?
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Nicholas?
I think Wild can win it in 5. I know that I don't know about this first game. It's definitely going to be hard with the whole Mike Yo emotions going on, him coming back. So it's going to be a good series, but I think the Wild can do it in 5.
All right. He predicts the Wild in 5, and Griffin says?
I got to say it's going to be 6 or 7 games as well. But for tonight, I think it's going to be a close game. I think every game is going to be close. I don't think there's going to be more than a 2-goal difference in any game.
And you're predicting a Wild win, too?
Yeah, Wild win tonight.
Pete thinks the Wild are going to win. He just put a thumbs up. Todd says? Both arms are up. It's iffy. It's flip the coin. After such a great season, it would be a bummer to lose the first round, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be bad.
You know, Nicholas and Jackson both said the section final were kind of the highlight of the season. What was it for you?
It's got to be the section final for sure. The one thing that I definitely will never forget is that in the locker room, in between the first OT and the second OT, we all said that we'd pay whoever scored the OT winner.
Did that happen?
Yeah, that happened. But the guy was nice enough to give us all our money back.
Oh, wow. That's a cool teammate.
Mm-hmm.
So who got the game winner?
Grant Sawyer.
Way to go, Grant. Grant Sawyer's goal sent you to the state tournament. So were you relaxed when you got up there? Were you nervous? What did you think when you hit the ice?
Oh, I was nervous as can be. I mean, it's different going out there. You think it's a big stage when you play a packed high school game, but when you get out there on the X, it's crazy. And the ice is just it's straight white. It's so bright on the ice, and it's kind of just a shock when you get out there.
You almost needed sunglasses, huh?
Yeah. That would be nice.
Because it was so bright. How about you, Nicholas? What was the experience like at the X?
I was just excited. Like Griffin said, it was so bright out there. It was like a shock during warm-ups, and I was just jittery the whole time, during the whole warm-ups. I mean, I had brick hands, couldn't shoot, but just being able to play in front of just your friends and family, your whole town, pretty much, it's a special thing. And like Jackson said, we're never going to forget this.
Right. Maroon and gold all over the place, huh, Jackson? Was that place packed with lots of Northfield people? I would guess it was.
Yeah, our school came out and supported us really well. So did the town. Everybody was there, and I don't think anybody really wanted to miss that. And got the kids out of school on Wednesday, so a lot of people came down for it. It was fun.
And you got that first win, 3-1, with a key to the victory there. Bielenberg had a heck of a game, didn't he? He had like 34 saves. Something like that.
Yeah, that was nothing new for us. He's been unbelievable all season for us, so that was just another game. But he played unreal the whole tournament, the whole season.
Yeah, he had over 90 saves in the tournament, which, averaging over 30 saves a game, that's awfully good in the net.
He was always our best player, so
What's he planning on doing, do you know?
Next year?
Yeah.
I do not know what he's planning on next year. He's pretty quiet.
He's got virtually every record for goalies in Northfield history, right, Nicholas? Yeah. Virtually every record.
Yeah, I think so.
Goals against average, save percentage.
Yeah, I mean...
wins.
Yeah, at our banquet, I mean, Coach was listing them off, and it was hard to keep track of all of them, so, yeah.
And they've had some good goalies here in Northfield.
Yeah, of course.
And that's kind of the key in a hockey team, isn't it? You have to have a good goalie.
Yeah, you have to have a solid, guy behind the net. I mean, if you don't have that, you really don't have a team, you said. But yeah, we were very fortunate to have Beals. He's just incredible. Probably one of the best goalies, I'd say, in the state. I mean, really solid goalie.
Now, Ryan's not here, okay? They'd say that goalies are kind of different people.
Oh, yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, that is 100% true. They're all different. They're all kind of quirky. Ryan's the quiet guy, will not talk. He does his own thing for warm-ups. So, yeah, it's true. Goalies are kind of weird.
Of course, when you think about it, the goalie's has to be in his own world, right?
Yeah, I just got to add that Ryan's for sure the most normal goalie I have ever met in my life.
Okay.
He's pretty normal for a goalie.
For a goalie, he says. But, like I said, you're kind of in your own world when you're the goaltender.
Yeah, and, I mean, we couldn't ask him to be a part of the team. he is a part of the team, but he does his own thing for warm-ups, and we can't ask him to do anything else to change his routine because he's been our goalie for 3 years, and he's been remarkable the whole time.
Yeah, just an amazing goalie. So what are your future plans studies-wise?
I am looking to be a vet in the future, so I'm most likely going to major in some kind of chemistry, bio type thing, and then head to University of Minnesota to get my vet degree.
Cool. Outstanding. How about you, Nicholas?
I think I'm going to be flying planes. I think I'm going to major in commercial aviation next year, so yeah, it should be interesting. Should be very cool.
You going to go the military route, or?
No, just do the first couple of years getting my private pilot's license at North Dakota, and then actually go into flight school there as well. So,
okay. So you're not flying yet?
No, not yet. I wish I could. That would be kind of cool.
I hear that's pretty expensive.
Yeah, it is. It's very expensive, but if you want to be up in the sky, it's definitely worth it. So.
Well, I love to fly, but flying and flying a plane are probably two different things.
Yeah, flying. I mean, I don't know. Flying a plane, I've never flown a plane. I've been up in the cockpit with someone flying a plane, but I mean, I feel like it would be cool. I feel like it would be something that I would want to do. I've always wanted to travel, so that was a big part of me choosing to be a pilot. But yeah, it should be interesting now.
Yeah. Jackson, how about you? Your future studies plans?
I'll actually be doing the same thing. I'll be going up to North Dakota and planning on majoring in commercial aviation and be a pilot.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Wow, you guys are both going to be pilots.
Yeah, I hope exactly.
What are the odds of that? Best friends, both becoming pilots. I'm assuming you're best friends because you want to be roommates up in college and everything.
Yep.
So, Todd, what did you want to be when you were his age? Because I didn't want to be a broadcaster when I was a senior in high school. I wanted to be a brain surgeon.
Oh, I wanted to be in the hotel industry. I wanted to travel the world working in hotels. So.
Then I realized I wasn't smart enough to be a brain surgeon.
Well, yeah, I wasn't smart enough to do anything, but that's beside the point. So,
well, you kind of went that route.
Yeah, I was in the hospitality industry for 17 years. So,
yeah.
So I did what my high school dream was, and then I became a chamber executive.
Right.
So
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing
Pete,
wrong
how
with
about you? When you were in high school, what did you dream of being? A professional football player or something, I guess.
No, I was going to be a registered land surveyor. That's what I wanted to do, and even at times I still think about. But I realized much later in life that helping people was a lot more fun and rewarding for me. So this has turned into the career of choice for me to be a realtor, and it's been very rewarding.
Yeah, I think you picked a good choice because I know you like people. You're a people person.
Yes, it's definitely the best part of my day is getting a chance to meet like these three young fellas here, just hearing them talk about the section finals and how exciting it was for them. The smiles on every one of their faces when you ask those questions, they immediately lit up. I got to tell you, it makes me pretty proud to be a part of this town when you see the youth, the girls that we had in a few weeks ago, and now these guys, you can turn the TV off and stop watching the news because we're going to be okay. When you got kids like these coming up, makes you feel pretty good.
Yep, these are our future leaders, no question about it. Well, our time's about up, so thanks, Pete, for having us.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it. Out here at Professional Pride Realty. Thanks to Todd. Next time we'll be visiting the Chamber Show will be up next.
Yes, it will.
And so I'm sure you've got some nice things cooking up in that head of yours. And again, a big thank you to Jackson Cloud, Nicholas Cavernmo, and Griffin Loker for being on our AM Minnesota program today. We've got